Hey y'all, welcome back. I underestimated how tall this box was. I feel like I'm like peering out over the box, but as you can clearly see, we're doing another Monster High unboxing today, and this time it's going to be the Hissfits 3-pack, which I hope is fully in frame because like this is a big boy box, but it's a box that I'm very excited about. This has been like a very odd release from Monster High. I can't remember how long ago we first got news about it or like the first stock photos for it, but I feel like it has been a significant amount of time. And I don't know anything for certain because, like, I don't work at Mattel. I don't know like the ins and outs of the logistics and everything, but I think this was originally supposed to be available more easily and more widely and potentially even in stores. However, that has not been the case. Thus far, I've only seen it on a couple of online toy stores. I just knocked my mic, I'm sorry. I personally got mine from Entertainment Earth. That's the only place that I have seen it like popping in and out of stock, although it has been extremely sporadic. And honestly, purchasing this was like about as stressful as trying to get a Mattel Creations release, just because they have been going in and out of stock so rapidly that it was like, okay, hurry up, put your card number in, like get this together. Obviously, I was successful, but overall, just like a very strange experience. And I am really sad about that because the reason I was so excited about this release was because we have Purrsephone and Meowlody. Like, obviously, the Toralei is also cool. Like, it's not that I don't like her at all, but Purrsephone and Meowlody are characters that have not yet gotten dolls for G3. So, like, getting to have the Werecat twins was super exciting to me and something that I really wanted to get. So, like, I was hyped for this pack. I feel very lucky that I was able to snag this pack, but it is just like kind of a weird release overall. So, like, that already, I feel bad because like I am super excited, but I feel like my mood is already a little bit turned down in this review. And that's just because I feel like I can't do this review in an honest way if I don't say, hey, if you like this doll, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get it. Or like if you like this set, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get it. So that is inherently going to be a little bit sadder to have to say and be like, hey, here's this really cool doll, but like you can't simply go to Amazon and find her or go to Target or Walmart or whatever. It's just a little bit disappointing. Hopefully, as time goes on, they either become more regularly in stock on websites like Entertainment Earth, or maybe like they will pop up on Amazon at some point. I don't know. It's just been a very confusing situation, but let's turn it around. Let's focus on the positives and actually talk about the dolls. Obviously, you've been seeing them in the front. I felt so lucky that I don't think any of them have like severe eye wonk or anything like that because I wasn't gonna return it and exchange it and like try for another because half the time they're out of stock. But that is what the dolls look like in the box. And then on the back here, you can see all of the art for the dolls. And I'm just super hyped. Y'all already know I'm a huge cat lover. That extends to werecats. I like Toralei. I'm hyped about getting to have the werecat twins, especially because like this is their first doll release for G3. But I have never actually owned the werecat twins in any generation. Like I just never got any of those dolls from back in G1. So this is my first time owning either a Meowlody or a Purrsephone doll. So it just feels extra special to me. So yeah, we're going to be doing a fat unboxing. I feel like this intro has been way too long because this unboxing is already going to be super long because it's $3 instead of one. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to go ahead and unbox all of this off camera, and then we will reconvene to discuss all of the details and what the dolls come with and all of the super fun stuff. So I will see you guys in a second. Okay, got everything unboxed. That took quite a long time, but we finally made it. We've got, a lot of accessories just out of frame, and then the $3 here who are all looking away just so like camera focus doesn't get all wonky. Really quick before I jump into it, I did forget to do the rubric for y'all. So I'll go ahead and pop a better image up so you can see like how I scored these dolls for emotion. I gave them only a 2 just because like I am excited, but it wasn't a level of excitement that was like wild, Need to customize, I gave them a 4 because I really don't intend to do anything with Meowlody or Purrsephone except maybe give them a haircut. Toralei I might do a little bit more, but I feel like that's not that much. Quality, I said 2 out of 3 because I did this before. I unboxed them and I wasn't sure about their hair fiber. It doesn't feel terrible. It feels boxy and like it needs a wash. So like that probably actually should be a 5. A number of pieces I like, I gave them a 3. And then uniqueness, I gave them a 4 because 2 out of the 3 are new characters, but 1 isn't. So like that just felt like a fair score. So if I bump the quality up, that gives them a total score of 18 out of 25, which means that I was justified in buying them full price, which is good because like, as I said before, getting them was such a hassle, the idea of like trying to get a sale is even more of a hassle to me. So yeah, that was the rubric, my personal scoring for these dolls. But now we can jump into everything they came with. We are, as always, going to be starting with accessories. The first one is one that like doesn't really fit with everything else, so I just kind of had it off camera. And it's this little rack here. We have seen something similar with, I want to say it was the Claudine Fashion Studio set, except I think that rack was a little bit more detailed. Like this on the back is clearly just like hollowed out with no detail. But, you know, it stands, it works, so I'm not really complaining. That's just kind of there. It's honestly not a piece that I'm the most stoked about. I bought this set primarily for the dolls. Like some of the accessories I do really like. This isn't something that caters specifically towards me, but I'm not mad about it. To go along with the rack, we do have 3 little silver hangers here, so you could put like different pieces of their outfit on there if they're like in the process of getting dressed or whatever. So I do think that that is quite cute. We also have this extra article of clothing that looks to me like it's meant to be fitting like a tank top on a male doll, but obviously you could put this on any doll that can fit inside of it. And it's just some Hissfits merch, which I do think is super, super cute. I just like the idea of like the band set kind of coming with merch for them. I think that is a really cute concept. I think the design is nice with the little cat on there. Of course, I'm biased because cat, but it's adorable to me. So we have that. Then bag, same logo on here, except there's like some extra little claw marks on here. There's no paint on the back or anything, but it's just like a little gym bag. There is some really cute molding. Like the side is molded like a cat with fangs at the top. There's a little charm on the bag. It is open. It's not like a particularly bendy plastic. Like I can bend these because they're very thin, but the actual bag doesn't really bend that much. It's open a lot though, so I feel like you could definitely still put things in here if you like. So we got that one. Sorry, I'm like taking a look at everything and trying to, I could do this in an organized way, but I don't know if I'm going to get there. I'm honestly just going left to right, trying to like get through everything because there are so many pieces in this set. Next up is a little compact. I'm trying to get it open off screen. So it's a little skullet compact with some makeup in there and like a mirror on this side. And it does snap closed, so you can open or close that. We have got, I think this is more makeup. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's cute. It's like an actual functioning little lipstick tube. That's actually super precious. I didn't know it would actually open, but I love the detail on that. Then I think we have 2. Okay, yeah, we have 2 of these little like lip gloss scenarios, which I think we've gotten before at some point with a Draculaura. Like this looks very familiar. I'm not complaining because I do think that this is just a stupidly cute little accessory. I don't know why I really like makeup accessories. I just find those more acceptable for whatever reason. I couldn't tell you. Continuing on the makeup theme, we have a little makeup brush here. And all of these tiny accessories that like could be handheld do have the thumb hole molded in so that you can actually have the dolls holding these items and like, you know, you can display them or play with them in a more concrete way instead of just having to like hold it yourself. I think that's a really, really nice addition that we've been getting with a lot of the G3 accessories. We have this cute little hairbrush with a paw print shape to it. So precious. I do like that it's like in scale. Like obviously Monster High dolls used to come with brushes that were easier for human hands to grab onto and like could physically brush the hair. This would take a very long time to brush all of her hair, but I do think for a play set it's actually much cuter to have a brush that is the size that a doll could hold. Just, I don't know, I think that that's a really good decision on their part. Next up, we have this little cardboard poster. So it's just a picture of the 3 dolls. On the back, it is blank. But then in the corner here, we do have signatures from all 3 characters. So it's supposed to be like kind of like another merch piece like this, where it's a poster that they've signed. And again, I just think it's really cute. I feel like even though all of the accessories in here aren't necessarily my personal cup of tea in the sense that I wouldn't like buy the sets specifically with these in mind, I do think they do a lot of world building. Like I think that they fit in really well with what the set is supposed to be. And this is one of those accessories that I just feel like they nailed in terms of concept alone. To go with that, we do have 3 pens here. We've got purple, pink, and then black. So you can have the dolls like in the act of signing the poster. It's adorable. Like that's just so stinking cute. We have this first doll that has got the pink, white, and black stripes on it that I am very much thinking of giving to Caddy. I feel like this matches her color scheme and could be really cute on her, so maybe we'll see about that later. Next up, we're still like not done. I still have so much left to get through. This is a little thing of oat milk, which I think is something that Toralei has come with before. I don't remember if it was her core doll or if it was the Skulltimate Secrets doll she had, but I think we've gotten this accessory before. You know, take it or leave it. It's whatever. Then we have a little can of food. The sticker is peeling off a smidgen, and I do have that problem with a few of the accessories. But yeah, it's like a little can of maybe like fish and cheddar flavor. Seems like my cats would be jealous of this, so that's a good one to me. We have got a necklace here that just says Hissfits on it. I don't know if that's going to like focus enough for you guys to be able to read it very easily, but it says Hissfits, I promise. Up next, last little bit of makeup here is like a bigger compact with some more makeup on this side and then another like fake mirror there. And again, it can, oh, there it goes. Mine was like slightly misaligned, but it can close up. It's a little coffin shape, quite cute. And then to go with all of the makeup that we've gotten, we have this carrying case, which also does open up and actually has a couple of layers. There's like this top portion and then it opens up in here. Mine's a little messy, as you can see. A little rough around the edges there, but still a very cute concept. If nothing else, I'll definitely use this to like store the pieces, just because I feel like it's cute to have storage that makes sense within the world. I don't know if that is like a sentence that made sense to you guys. Made sense in my head though. We're still going. We have a water bottle here. The label is again kind of sort of peeling off, which is a bit of a shame, but there it is. Obviously, like the G3 dolls in general have come with a lot of food, so like we're continuing that theme here. And then we've got a bag of burritos, which is funny. Like objectively, this is funny. Quite cute. I feel like the printing's pretty solid on that too. A cup here. Again, kind of with the Hissfits logo. It's like a little bit different, but it kind of looks, no, maybe it's just like a generic cat. I don't know, but we have a cup here. This sticker is on nice and secure. Almost done, I promise. This is a wrap. This one's a little wonky. I couldn't tell you if this top portion is supposed to be that different print compared to this, or whether that's like a printing error. But even on the side, it's like really faded and misaligned and weird. So that one's a little off, which, you know, stinks, but I'd rather have a misprint on an accessory like this than on the doll. So whatever. And then this was like packaged on the doll, but it came off while I was packaging, and that's fine. This is Toralei's microphone with the little ears, and again with the thumb grip so that you could have her actually holding it. It was just like rubber banded on, and I take all the rubber bands off, so now it's loose, but like I can obviously still have her hold it. That was so much, like that was almost 10 minutes of me just going through the accessories, which is crazy. We will talk about the price and everything of this set towards the end, but like I do feel like I need to stop and highlight just how many accessories came with these dolls. Like this was genuinely so much to get through. But of course, we have to like actually look at all three dolls now. So let's get into that. I guess we'll just go right to left and we'll start out with Purrsephone? No, this is Meowlody. Shoot. I've immediately forgotten. Oh no, I think this is Meowlody. I'll put on screen if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is Meowlody. Anyway, I will learn eventually, I promise. But here is the first doll. I kept the guitar on just so I could like show you guys a little bit easier, but I'll take it off so we can see all of her clothes more properly as well. But yeah, she does have her guitar. I feel like there's a decent amount of painted detail on this, which is really nice to see. I think with the amount of accessories, like they probably couldn't do the most detail on every single thing, like how there's no printing on like the back of the chip bag. But I do think that they used the budget that they did have in a smart way in terms of like prioritizing certain things. I would much rather have the guitar have paint on it than like the burritos have a back. So I do think this is really cute getting to see all of this. And then it does have a like plastic strap that you can just take off one of the pegs there so that you can get it on and off the doll nice and easily. So that is super cute. We're going to set that to the side here. It is hollow on the back, by the way, just so you are aware. And then we can look at who I believe to be Meowlody. a little bit more closely. I love that these dolls have heterochromia. I just think that's like a really cute thing to do. She has got the bangs with the stripes, and I feel like her face is pretty solid. I'm not the best at telling when a doll is super wonky unless it's extremely bad. So I could be off, but for my standards, this is totally chill. I like that she has a few little leopard spots on her makeup. Like, that's just cute. It's asymmetrical. It's fun. She's got like the pink in her hair. My hair is like a little messed up just from me unboxing it. It just got snagged a smidgen, which is fine because I was going to take it down and wash them anyway. So it's not like a huge deal. It's not anything against the hair. As I said before, the hair feels fine. It definitely just is box hair. And if like you are someone who is sensitive to that and like cares about your doll hair, you're gonna want to wash it. But it's not terrible. I mean, even a brush maybe could be fine through this. Toralei's is definitely the worst, but like this isn't so bad. Even just like running my fingers through it, it's getting better by the moment. So that's quite cute. I don't know how her rooting is. Just peel it back. From what I can see, that looks pretty standard, so I'm happy with it. At the very least, with her pigtails and everything done, you can't see any bald spots, which is, you know, what I ask for. And then with the necklace, I think this is super, super cute. She has a little bell necklace with like the transparent kind of collar piece to it. I don't know. I just think that it's really precious. Does her sister have a matching one? No. Well, I think this is the cuter of the two necklaces that the sisters got. I will say, I think it's really cute that in this generation, the sisters have kind of more distinct styles and like they aren't just wearing the same clothing but inverted colors or like almost the same clothing. I think it's cute that it feels like they match, but they don't feel like they're the same person in two different fonts, you know? I hope that makes sense. Like they do feel distinct to me, and I think that's really cool because I will say that in general, not just with Monster High, but in general, sometimes with twins dolls, that's not something that every company or every line can accomplish, is making the twins feel like actual separate people. So I really like the designs for these dolls in G3. Anyway, though, sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there. I'm trying to look at the construction of her shirt. So this kind of pleathery vinyl piece here, the white and black one, does have clear stripes, and it is a separate piece from the pink shirt underneath. The pink shirt underneath, I think, is solid at the chest. Okay, yeah. So it's sheer around the puff sleeves, but it is solid at the chest, which is awesome because that means that if you don't like this piece and you prefer her just in the pink, you know, she's not going to be just wearing a sheer top. So I like that a lot. I think that's a nice extra detail. You kind of can't see as well with the necklace, but she does have a little collar there in the same sort of vinyl material. Very cute. Lots of vinyl on these dolls. And then, yeah, so her shirt is just a shirt. It doesn't like go into a bodysuit or anything. We have the tail. Adorable, precious. Always love the cattails. The skirt here has a little gold detailing on the side, kind of like claw marks or stripes, depending on how you want to interpret that. Super cute. The leggings are a little sad because they are leggings instead of like proper fishnet tights. It does disappoint me that they end a bit before the boots. If you could scrunch it up higher up and make it end a little higher, I feel like that would be better and look kind of more intentional. Like if they had ended above the knee, obviously like you're not getting a good idea because they're all scrunched up. But I just feel like that would have looked a little bit more intentional, whereas these look like they couldn't afford to make full leggings. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but also it's not my ideal scenario for these, and so I'm gonna be honest with y'all about that. And then moving on down to the shoes, I love the sculpt for these. We've got the cat at the top of the tongue of the boot and little cat-shaped buckles. It's just adorable. I think it's really cute that they added that little detail in, especially the buckles. It's such a small thing, but it has such an impact. So big fan of that. And that is Miss Meowlody. I'm going to be so embarrassed if I'm saying the wrong name the entire time. Should I check? Let's double check real quick. My camera like weirdly zoomed out, so I think I've got it to the right place. But I checked and I was right. This is Meowlody. Look at me go, being correct about names for once. Anyway, next up we are going to take a look at Toralei here, who has a lot going on. And I will say, like, out of the three, she was the one that I was the least enthused about from the stock photos. And that's still true in person, but I do think that she looks better in person than she did in the stock photos, and she looks more intentionally maximalist instead of just like overdone, at least in my opinion. Obviously, y'all are free to think whatever you want about these, but for me personally, I do think that she looks better in person than she did in the stock photos. I love the makeup. I just think the colors are really bright and vibrant and cool. She's got also that sort of leopard patterning on there, and their little noses are all so cute. Again, not wonky enough for me to notice it, so like that's super, super chill. We've got long hair for Toralei this time with black, orange, and then a little bit of purple in there. It's kind of giving Halloween vibes. I don't know, these are just like three, especially the exact shade of purple that they went with. This feels very Halloween, and I'm not mad about that. I love Halloween, super fun. How do I even want to begin to do this outfit? Let me talk about her accessories first. She has a gold earring in this ear, a little headband that is like a crown with some chains on this side that goes kind of around her ear. That I'm not a huge fan of. I think the crown just looks a little bit kitschy. Like I just don't really vibe with that one. And then for some reason she has a silver earring in this ear, even though there's no silver anywhere else on her design. So like, I don't know, a bit odd. I might like paint it gold to match because that's going to bother me otherwise. I already am iffy about mixed metals just as a whole concept, but especially if it's such an unevenly mixed metal like it is with this doll, that's hard for me to swallow. So I'll probably be fixing that later, but that's a me problem. She has this little tambourine that slides onto her tail that I think is so stupidly cute. I think, again, that's a really good like world building aspect. The idea that she can use her tail as an instrument while she's singing is so fun to me. I think it's super cute, and this should just slide off. Let's see. Okay, yeah. It's like a little bit tight, like you gotta put a little bit of work in there and it kind of clicks back into place. I don't know if that will have been audible for you guys, but you can take it on and off, and even once it's on, like it's secure. It's not gonna fall off, so super good design with that. I guess let's look at like the over pieces of her outfit and then we'll take them off. That's probably the best way to do this. I have one more rubber band. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Her glove was attached to her like cage skirt, and that wasn't really gonna help us take a look. So first of all, she has these fingerless gloves. They are just plastic or like rubber, whatever you want to call it, but they can slide on and off. I think that they look quite cute. Like I'm a big fan of just that aesthetic in general. And personally, I like this better than like a molded on glove, just because I feel like I can do more in terms of customizing if I wanted to. So for me, that is a win. I don't always hate molded on gloves because like I prefer this, especially for like a fingerless glove sort of situation. But if you're offering me a molded on glove versus the hideous like Barbie mittens, me personally, I cannot stand the mittens. So I would take a molded on glove. But for this style, for Toralei, I like that we have this. We've got like a shoulder cage situation that feels familiar. Hold on. I am really lucky that I just so happen to have this doll handy. So this is the G1 Costa Fierce doll. And it's very similar. It's definitely not the exact same mold, but it is very similar. Which is funny because like I just said, she's kind of Halloween with her hair. She's literally a Halloween themed doll. But yeah, kind of similar. Anyway, bye Costa. Sorry, this is not your video. So that loops around her neck here, and then it's kind of under her shoulders. And then there's also like a more secure closure that goes around her upper arms with like a little peg so that you can kind of clip it into place. We're not going to take it off just yet because everything's kind of connected. There is this gold chain here with a little cat on it, and that does connect the like cage skirt to the cages on her shoulder, and that can pop out. It does pop out quite easily for me. That might not be the case for everyone's, but mine personally, this comes out super, super easily. So I don't know. I might fiddle with the idea because I don't know. I think I need to figure out exactly how I want to display her. Because you definitely could like glue it to one of these pieces and then like have the other piece be free. But also then that's, you know, semi-permanent depending on what kind of glue you use. I don't know. For mine personally, it's a little bit loose. That's a problem for me later. I'm going to go ahead and set that down so I don't accidentally lose it. Then we can talk about the cage skirt. I do think it's cute. I kind of wish it wasn't red. Like I know her tambourine is red, but everything else is so pink and purple on her. Or maybe I wish that there was some other red element because there is red in each of these dolls. Like each of the Werecat twins has some red. She's got red boots. She's got a red skirt. So like it does kind of tie them all together. I don't know. I don't dislike it as much as I thought I would in terms of the color. Like based on the stock photos, I honestly was thinking about taking this off entirely or repainting it. I might still, haven't decided, but I do think it's just kind of interesting, and she does feel maybe slightly unbalanced color-wise, but that also could just be me. So with that being said, now we can actually take these bad boys off. So that one, very easy to remove, as you just saw. And then the cage skirt, same sort of situation. It's just a peg in the back here. And then we can see a little more clearly what is going on with Toralei's outfit. So underneath all of that, she has on a little like romper situation with a sewn in dress. I'm trying to see, sewn in skirt. Sorry, I got distracted looking at her top with the, hold on. I have questions and they must be answered. Okay, so I thought that this side might have been caught in her joint. It wasn't though, which means that this side does just have a little bit of extra mesh on there. It does look like there's a seam, so I feel like I could cut this off without really any repercussions. Like I think it would be okay. However, just kind of be aware that like that is a slight quality control issue. There's this really fun sort of holographic material that her romper is made from that I really do like. The slight reflection, hello? You really said, stop. I want my turn back in the limelight. Anyway, I like the reflection of the pink. On camera, it's coming across quite light, but like it's a hot pink in person, and I think it's really cute. This little like half skirt situation she's got going on is so colorful, so fun. There's like a metallic shift from the pink to purple to gold, and I think it's really, really cool looking. Like, I'm just a sucker for anything sparkly or shiny though, so I am a tad bit biased. And then she's got some big, big boots. I like the way they're sculpted, so it almost looks like armor. But the top part that like goes over her knee is only present in the front, so you can still fully bend her knee. Like she still gets her full range of articulation, but she gets the appearance of a thigh-high boot, and I really do appreciate that. They are a gradient boot, which I know a lot of people are kind of sick of seeing. I think that they're plenty cute, but I do understand where people are coming from with that. There is some gold detailing on the chains, but then it kind of gets lost further down, which is a bit odd. I don't really know. We've got these little decorative pieces on the side, and then I think her heels are scratching posts, which is genuinely just so wildly funny to me. Is mine torn? Oh my god. Mine's a little bit torn. It's not that bad. Like, it's not breaking the shoe fully or anything, but that is a little sad to see. Rip. Well, bad note to end on for Toralei, but like, here we are. And that means we are almost done. We are going to be ending on Purrsephone here. So she also has a, I want to say this is a bass. Could just be a guitar though. I don't know. Actually, are they the same? They're kind of the same. They're the same, just like mirror images. Maybe they're both guitars. Maybe one's a bass, one's a guitar. I don't know enough about that particular like type of instrument to be able to tell you. My husband would probably know, but he's all the way upstairs and I'm not going to scream for him. But it's like the same situation where it is very detailed in the painting, just kind of more with her colors, because she does have a little bit more of a darker color scheme, and then the same strap situation where you can just like, hello, tug one side off, and then you can reveal the doll. So let me get her instrument out of the way here, and we can take a look at Purrsephone. So she does have like a different face too. Like her eyes are different than her sister's. Is my camera just like not focusing? It feels like it's not focusing. What is going on? I don't know if the zoom in really helped. Sorry if any of this has been out of focus. I'm doing my best out here. But yeah, they have different faces, which I do think is cool because again, like, yeah, obviously they're twins, but I think it's nice to give them some individuality there. They've got different earrings here. Her hair has got more of like that dark color tone with the purple and mostly black versus like, you know, the white with a little bit of pink and a little bit of black in there. I do think it's cute that they have like the matching bangs though. If I were to say, I'd say her face is probably the wonkiest, just because I feel like on the inside corner of her eye, I don't even think you can see on camera. Kinda. There's like a little bit of messiness there, but again, not enough for me to like do anything about it. It's fine. I like the shape of her lips. I think that's cute. And then also, I don't know if you noticed, but these two have the like makeup with the leopard spots on opposite sides, and then Toralei has it on both. And I do think that's like a really cute little tie in, like it ties them all together. She has a more traditional style of necklace where it's just layered, and then like a scared cat motif on her shirt. The shirt is a very odd construction. It's like a crop shirt in the front, but then the back has these two little tails. I have no idea why that was the choice, but like it's fine. I didn't even really notice it until I unboxed her, and I don't really have any opinions on it. It's just kind of something I wanted to note. Is this all attached? Okay, yes. So these sleeves here with the black and white kind of scratchy stripes are attached to this purple piece. It is all one piece for the shirt. So if you didn't like this part, you would have to like cut that out. So be aware of that one. Then we have this silver and gold belt that does have like the peg in the back here, so you can take it on and off. And then she's got like vinyl shorts instead of the skirt, and little stripe scratches on the opposite side. And then moving down, she does have leg warmers, not socks. They are leg warmers, like they do not go all the way down. However, that bothers me significantly less because they at least tuck into the boots. They at least tuck into the boots properly so that they look like socks from the front. I feel like this is like a good thing to do, honestly, just because a full sock can sometimes make it hard to get a doll shoe on. So I think this is a nice in between where it's not obstructing like the ability to put the shoe on or take it off or anything, but it still looks like a full sock. So I'm really, really here for that. And then her shoes are her little like pop of red. They're a little bit less intricate, but they are still quite cute. So now I can go ahead and turn everyone around for our final thoughts. Toralei's a bit deconstructed, but she's still cute. I do think these are really nice dolls. Personally, I think Purrsephone is probably my favorite of the bunch. I just like her color scheme and like her vibe and everything. I'm also very happy with Meowlody, and I'm sorry, Toralei, you're probably my least favorite, but that doesn't mean that I don't love you, okay? That doesn't mean that you aren't going to be proudly displayed with your bandmates. So yeah, I would say my biggest issue with this set is there is, at least on mine, some quality control issues. Like I said, the boot here was tearing. There was with the makeup case, like a little bit of splatter in here, and like some of the stickers on the food pieces not staying on. Mostly that is minor stuff. The shoe is definitely the worst. Oh, and like the extra fabric on her romper, like by her armhole. That's the word I couldn't think of. So there are a few quality control issues, which is really, really sad. I have no idea if that's a super widespread thing or not, just because as with like all of my reviews, I haven't watched anyone else's review because I wanted to give you my own thoughts on this. So I don't know if that's a common problem, but for me, it was a problem. So just kind of keep that in mind. Unfortunately, with these currently, as far as I know, like I definitely specialize within the US just because that's where I live. But currently within the US, I don't think that these have been spotted in any stores, and I don't think there are plans to bring them to any stores. So sadly, with the quality control stuff, you kind of just have to order online if you want these and hope that everything's okay. Which brings me to the price. So these dolls retail for 75 US dollars, which I don't think is terrible, even though the price tag feels scary because it's high. But if you think about a normal core G3 doll, that typically is $25, or some like the Skulltimate Secrets or like the Monster Fest ones are actually $30. So 3 dolls, 25 bucks a piece. That's pretty standard. Like if these were all packaged separately, that wouldn't even make me bat an eye. I think it just feels worse because it's like all in one bundle. But you really truly do get so many pieces with this set. I mean, there's tons of little accessories. There's like a couple of extra clothing pieces with the stole and like the kind of fan merch there. There's instruments and like extra accessories. There's a lot that you get with these dolls. So I definitely feel like they're worth the price tag. I will say that inherently ordering them online is harder. Like I said, I got mine from Entertainment Earth. I have no idea if other online toy stores that are selling these are similar. They wanted $20 to ship this, which was absolutely crazy. Entertainment Earth had free shipping for $79 or above on your order. These were $75. and I was not thrilled. I ended up ordering something else because I'm someone who just like hates to pay for shipping. I would 1,000 times rather buy something. So like the shipping was going to be $20. Like I just bought something else that I wanted instead of paying $20 to ship it. So I don't know if that's something that's a problem everywhere. And obviously I don't know how shipping to other countries would go, or if these do ship to other countries. But at least if you're ordering off of Entertainment Earth, that shipping might be a factor. But that's not fair to like critique the dolls in that way, if that makes sense. So if we're looking at the dolls alone and not like the buying process, I do think that the 75 is fine. Some quality control issues for sure. Thankfully on mine, nothing catastrophic. So like I still feel comfortable having spent that. And I am really excited to get these on the shelf and in the collection and like displayed properly. I'm trying to think how I want to style them. I feel like there's so many options here. So that'll be a thought for me for later. Check out my Instagram after I post this. I don't know if it'll be like ready right away, but whenever I am done like styling these, how I want to end up styling them, I will post it over there so that you can check it out. But I think that is everything that I had to say today. Obviously, I would love to hear your thoughts on these. Sorry for kind of the lengthy review. I know like there are some of y'all who like longer videos, but those do tend to be, for me, other types of videos. Like usually unboxings aren't this long. So I hope it was still fun for you guys. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye guys.